On this summer edition of Wolf Tracks, we pay homage to the 80s classic Breakfast Club while looking at stories around SK. Come with us as we hear about SK legendary coach Ed Fisher. Next, we'll lift some iron with weightlifting. Then we'll join International Club with some karaoke. And seeing it's summer, we'll go exploring, urban exploring. So find your favorite reclining chair. We have all these stories and much more on this 150th episode of Wolf Tracks.
Hey everybody, welcome to summer school. If you didn't want to be here, well, you should have passed normal school. Now let's talk about what you're going to be going through. For summer school, we're going to cover this, we're going to cover that, we're going to cover sunshine, the stuff that's out there that you're not going to see while you're in here. But before we get into that, we need to talk about how you can be somebody else's better neighbor. Now I'm going to go get the sheets and I'll be right back.
Dude, cut that out.
Dude, it's not like I have anything better to do.
Well, I could be at football, but I'm here.
No one cares about football.
I mean, I think football is pretty cool.
High school football, a simple game full of players, fans, and coaches doing their job to win the game. But the head coach is one of the most important people on the field. And when you think of South Kitsap, Coach Ed Fisher is the name that will always pop up.
He taught me a lot. Life lessons, discipline, responsibility, accountability. There weren't many rules. It was all about giving your best effort, being prepared, being focused, and those are the things that he taught us through football, which in reality, they were life lessons to make us just better human beings. And so we got into that mode of pretty soon it was just habit. That's how we acted. We just fell in line with him.
Ed Fisher was the coach for the South Kitsap Wolves for 23 years, leading us to 17 straight playoff appearances and 1 state championship win.
They had rented a limo, and all the coaches' wives, significant others, they rode in the limo, and then they rode home afterwards in the limo. So he knew it was special. He'd already been to 1 and lost 1, and so, yeah, he was beside himself. So happy.
At this school, today you're at the top of the heap, king of the hill. Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Coach Fisher's overall record throughout his 23 years at South Kitsap was 197-48. He played 36 games with Eric Canton.
Because my 3 years, we went 33-3. So we lost in the semifinals my sophomore year, lost the state championship game my junior year, and then lost in the semis again my senior year. So those were my only losses, our only losses. And so I was here from 83 to 86. So 83, 84, 85 football seasons are when I was here playing. Then I came back and started coaching in 91, I believe. I was here until 96.
Coach Fisher is an icon to South Kitsap and will always be remembered for the great players and people he made out of all the students he coached. South Kitsap honors him by naming their football field after him.
I think the dedication to being a football program or a football player in the South Kitsap program is something that's a year-round thing. And by that I mean that they have to be involved or should be involved in a weight training program, whether it's involved in PE or after school. We ask them to go to study table. We ask them to watch films. We ask them to practice until 6:30 at night on Tuesday and Wednesday. We ask them to come back on Thursday night for normally a Thursday night practice. And within that time frame, they have to also be students and they have to get educated in the process. And so the dedication is primarily a time thing. And we feel that any time that you dedicate a tremendous amount of time into something, that you're going to be willing to give everything that you have when you go to play on a Friday night.
If you like football so much, man, you should put on some weight. Take this.
Dude, I'm lactose intolerant.
Dude, you aren't allergic to weightlifting.
How am I supposed to gain any muscle?
You could do that here.
South Kitsap is home to many sports. One that's very interesting and impressive is weightlifting. Weightlifting is a strength training exercise that improves overall health and can be very beneficial to people.
It's beneficial for multiple reasons. Obviously, if you're an athlete, it's going to make you stronger, which is going to make you, whatever sport you play, it's just going to enhance your abilities. It's also really important if you're an athlete because it's injury prevention. By strengthening your muscles and your joints, it's just going to make you less prone to injury.
Many students of South Kitsap spend their afternoons working out after school in the weight room.
It really started with sports. Starting to get into shape for football, start putting on muscle and stuff. Now I've just kind of fallen in love with it as a sport. It just also makes your muscles look big.
People have thousands of different reasons for starting or continuing to lift. Here are some from students at South.
Well, it started when I was younger. I was always a smaller kid in all my classes in elementary school, so I just got picked on for being really tiny, and I was tired of it, so I just started going to the gym.
The weightlifting community has someone or multiple people that got them into weightlifting.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, for sure.
Probably Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Probably Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a fun, stress-relieving activity that you can do any day of the week. I'd say it's pretty worth it.
Overall, weightlifting is a self-building experience and helps millions of people mentally and physically.
What's going on with this thing? What's that noise? Oh no. Help! Help! My tire's stuck in the fan! Help! Get me out of this PC! Help! Help!
Man, I haven't done this much running since I was doing urban exploring with the club.
Many think it's a reckless and dangerous activity that rebellious teens do to commit illegal activities. The reality, though, is far different from this. Urban exploring, or Urban X, is actually an entire culture that has been built around the entering and exploring of abandoned buildings.
There's a lot of YouTube channels that I watch. There's, of course, like the most popular one, Sam McColby. There's Exploring with Josh, just a couple of those.
Urban Xers go out of their way to investigate the world around them that isn't seen in our regular lives.
I think it's fun. I mean, I used to go with my friends all the time. We used to always explore like places around where we used to live. It's super fun, and I urge people to do it, like younger people, because it's really fun and it's just a nice way to get out and have some exercise and all that.
My friends inspire me, and people should do it because you can go out and find old things and scary things.
I, along with two other Urban Xers, went on one of these expeditions in order to create a glimpse into this misunderstood world. Before any Urban X journey, lots of planning occurs in order to find the perfect spot.
Just find places around your neighborhood, around that aren't like too scary. Just like a state park or something, and definitely just, you know, search up local places around that are fun to go to.
It kind of doesn't really seem like it's gonna happen at first, because it just seems like a bunch of people getting together saying we're gonna do this. But once it actually happens, it's a good opportunity to like make good friends and try and finding similar interests between each other.
Once the location is found, urbanexers in many cases have to go to extreme measures to enter, making sure to take heed to safety precautions and trespassing warnings. Luckily, our expedition has largely been converted into a state park, limiting the amount of risks that we had to take. These postings aren't solely made to keep urbanexers out, though. Many abandoned facilities have become home to vandalism, drugs, and other illicit activities.
It sucks. I mean, people want to explore and have fun, but a lot of drug use and vandalism and stuff like that ruins it, unfortunately. So it's just a very, very bad thing.
It's kind of disappointing, especially whenever it comes to going to these places in general.
Like squatters and just people that try to scare you, try to, you know, just the usual, like kidnapping, all that.
This not only causes an extra risk factor for urban explorers, but also has created the stereotypes that people associate with the culture now.
Unfortunately, a lot of people like to break into these places instead of just going in, and it just ruins the whole aspect of it.
I definitely feel like you need to be like sneaky and things like that, which isn't always fun. Breaking in is like really dangerous, especially to things that are boarded off for like reasons that we don't know why.
Though these risks make UrbanX much harder, its members don't let that hold them back. If anything, it allows explorers to practice getting out of their comfort zone and boosting their confidence.
Yeah, I like to try new things. I always like to try new foods, but now I like to just go to abandoned places. You know, like this place that we're at here, super fun, and it's just really good experiences overall.
Yeah, I definitely say I feel more confident into like going to abandoned places and exploring more opportunities like things like this. And it's a lot more fun when you get to do it with friends.
With a little bit of confidence and willingness to try new things, UrbanX can be practiced by anyone.
Definitely just do a lot of research and then take it at your own pace and then do what you need to do.
Like Jacob said, I definitely say state parks or other places that you can find near you that are abandoned, but not entirely overrun and terrifying to go to.
Despite its negative connotations, UrbanX is an exciting and interesting way to experience the past while simultaneously trying something new entirely.
I think people should get out there and just, you know, go explore your neighborhood or around the area and see, you just have fun exploring.
Get out there and experience your community in a different but exciting way. And most importantly,
be safe.
There's my AP Gov room.
Let's make a break for it.
Have you ever felt that some people do not seem to follow directions even when they understand them? If so, you might be interested in the following experiment in which we investigate whether students at South can follow simple directions. Our hypothesis is that some students will be better at following directions than others. To answer our question, we decided to create an experiment where we provided students with simple instructions to take one piece of candy from a container. The candy, Laffy Taffy. The flavor, sour apple. We set up a table during lunch with a sign, then we watched. We counted how many pieces of candy were in the container at the beginning of lunch and how many were there, if any, at the end of lunch. We then figured out the number of pieces of candy taken per student. What was the result? We found that yes, students took more than one piece of candy. The average was 1.7 pieces of candy for every one student, but some students returned multiple times, so the real average is probably much, much higher. What we've learned, maybe it's a good idea to read those instructions on your assignments a little more carefully. So, we are left with a supported hypothesis that some students follow directions better than others. This experiment was performed by the students in AP Research. It's an example of something you could do if you sign up for the AP Capstone program. It's not too late. If you're a sophomore, you can sign up for an AP seminar next year. And when you're a senior, you can do your own experiment or investigation into the topic of your choice. If you're interested or have any questions, contact your counselor, Ms. Duchesne or Ms. Otterby.
Man, guys, I'm just finally glad we're safe.
I know, I'm so thirsty from all that running.
Wait, guys, that's perfect. I actually work at Dutch Bros. This is Dutch Bros, Port Arthur's new coffee powerhouse. Dutch Bros came in late 2020 right by the Walmart here in town, and ever since operation, Dutch Bros has been here for the community by supplying awesome drinks and helpful jobs for teens here at SK.
So I decided to work at Dutch Bros because I love the kind people there. It's always such a great environment, getting to work and have coworkers that become more than that, become friends that you can always count on and always have a positive attitude and really care about each other. Because we really are a family at Dutch Bros, and that's something that I totally love.
Dutch Bros has grown from just being a coffee stand over its time here, as it has begun to set itself apart from competitors.
During my time working at Dutch Bros, the way I've seen us grow is I've seen us grow in community. I've seen people that come one time just to try it out and decide, you know what, I like the people here, but I also like the drinks. And so it's really, really awesome to see our community and our family grow as we all connect through caffeine. Honestly, I feel like people should come to Dutch Bros because you can always make friends. No one is a stranger at Dutch Bros, whether you work there, whether it's your first time coming or you're a regular customer. No one's a stranger, and so that's kind of what sets us apart, I feel like, from other coffee stands or other suppliers, is that everyone's welcome there, and it's my absolute favorite part about working there. So beyond just coffee or energy drinks or smoothies, when you come to Dutch Bros, you know that you're going to be welcome, and that even if you're having a hard day or if you're having the best day of your life, there's going to be someone that cares about you, wants to know how you're doing, and also wants to see you come back and stay connected.
Now, after supplying a little background information, you might be wondering what makes it so special, or if the drinks really live up to their name.
Dutch Bros sets themselves apart by being super friendly and nice and having meaningful conversations with you when you're in the line and getting a drink.
If you have already been, then I suggest that you go give it a try, or find something you like, because Dutch Bros is here and here to stay.
Oh, this isn't my AP Gov room. This is International Club.
International Club is a place where students of South Kitsap and exchange students can come together and learn about cultures all over the world.
On April 20th, 2022, South Kitsap High School's International Club held a karaoke night fundraiser.
We want to go on a Seattle trip, so we realized that we need to fundraise so that we can afford to do so. And we love karaoke. At International Club, we do karaoke every single week. So it was just a natural choice to have a karaoke night. But again, Alora and Denny Mae did all of the work. I just signed my name when I was needed, so yeah.
Karaoke is like so international, if you think about it. It originated in Japan, and it's popular in a lot of other countries, including the country I'm from, which is the Philippines.
Now you might be asking yourself, what makes International Club so international?
So there are 12 exchange students coming from 7 different countries, including Spain, Germany, Albania, Italy, Egypt, Philippines, Belgium.
So, if you're free, every Wednesday, come to International Club in Portable 14. International Club will be waiting for you.
Dude, where are we?
I thought this was the locker room. I had to get some stuff for my friend. He's headed off to Kansas for college.
Oh, I saw that on signing day.
An emotional but good moment happened here at South Kitsap High School, as our senior athletes were signing off to colleges, and there was quite the crowd, from friends and family to the coaches of the team. The athletes announced their life-changing choice in front of everyone and signed off the papers.
And that's for softball, and I plan on majoring in zoology for
I am from W for baseball, and I'm with
After everyone signed off the papers, the coaches came and said a few words about their athletes.
JV coach, and I get the privilege of working with these girls and watching them just strive to be excellent, to make it to the next level every year. TCC is lucky to have her. I went to TCC myself, so this is kind of cool that we have one here too.
I'm proud of his leadership, and I'm super happy to see that he's going to continue running at OC, because I think the best is yet to come for John.
Now let's hear what some of the athletes have to say.
I'm going to Ottawa University in Kansas. I'm gonna go for construction management. I want to major in philosophy. Well, they offered me a scholarship, so that was a big thing for me. So I took that immediately. And I was just looking for the opportunity to go be great.
They have a decent program, I think, there.
Congratulations, everyone, and remember, you always have a place here at South.
Wait, guys, look. We're home free.
That you're done with your dinner, sitting back in your favorite reclining chair, time for the greatest show on earth. It's Wolf Tracks. 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 It's Wolf Tracks.